What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm SwipaCam, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the logo. We over 1,100 subscribers. We on the way. This channel about to do something special. So, I just got done watching the Denver Nuggets playing against the Portland Trailblazers on February 23rd, 2021, and the Denver Nuggets won 111-106, and boy, Nikola Jokic, it looked like a close one today, ladies and gentlemen. Jamal Murray, it looked like a close one today, ladies and gentlemen, until the fourth quarter. And then all of a sudden, Jamal Murray, fourth quarter maul. I want to say he had 19 points in the fourth quarter. Jamal Murray, looking like playoff Jamal. Looking like playoff Jamal. Jamal Murray now has how many? 7 straight games of 22 or more points. Now, granted, Jamal Murray started off super slow today. I think he was 1 of 8 to start off the game, but in the fourth quarter, he was 6 of 10 from the field and 100% from the free throw line. Iced the game with 4 straight free throws. Jamal Murray tonight, y'all. 38 minutes, 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Are those not all-star numbers, y'all? 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. And he was 4 of 8 from the three-point line tonight and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And he was a plus 10. He was tied with Zeke Naji for game high, a plus 10 score tonight. Hey, man, way to play. Way to play, Jamal. Way to play, Jamal. And then here we go. Guess who had a great game tonight? I'm going to get to Jokic in a minute, but Michael Porter Jr., 12 points, 10 rebounds, and he was 4 of 9 from the field. And he was 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, and he was a plus 8 tonight. Second best on the team, plus 8. Man, Michael Porter Jr. was getting rebounds. He was making good defensive rotations. He wasn't forcing shots up crazy. You know, he had a couple of them, but y'all, man, hey, man, whatever. The first quarter, I think Michael Porter Jr. had 11 points maybe, 10 points. And again, y'all, I said it on my Twitter. When Michael Porter Jr. gets started off on games, he looks like a dude that's going to be a top 10 player eventually. But again, you know, because of circumstances, Malone might take him out. There might be other mitigating circumstances as well. So, you know, there are things that affect his ability to stay in the game and his ability to play. But, y'all, he looked good tonight. Michael Porter Jr. looked good tonight, y'all. So he played really well. He played really well. Good rotation. 10 rebounds were clutch. Every single rebound he had was crucial today, especially with Enes Kanter being in the game. Enes Kanter tonight had 14 rebounds, and he had 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. So, you know, every time they play against Enes Kanter, man, he just dominates in the glass because that's just what he does. He doesn't do anything else. Putbacks, maybe hit a mid-range shot, maybe hit a three-point shot, but he's really offensive rebounds. That's what he's going to do. Michael Porter Jr., great game tonight. Jamal Murray, great game tonight. Nikola Jokic. What y'all want me to say? You already know how I feel about Jokic. You already know that we stand MVP Jokic on this channel. Jokic tonight, for the first 3 quarters, had no help. For the first 3 quarters, he had no help tonight. And Jokic tonight had 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on 17 of 32 from the field, over 50% from the field. 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 50% from the three-point line. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And he had 1 steal. Here's the thing. Jokic had no turnovers tonight. And Jokic, because of the way the team was playing, not because of Jokic, the way the team was playing, he was a 0. A 0 plus negative tonight, plus minus tonight. He wasn't a positive, wasn't a negative. It was zeroed out. But if you watch the game, he was carrying them. I want to say there was a period where Jokic scored 19 of the Nuggets' last 22 points all the way up into that third quarter. I mean, he really just had no help tonight, y'all, until the fourth quarter. Everybody was really struggling, man. The Nuggets are also continue to suffer with some injuries. You know, Will Barton played 31 minutes tonight, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, only 4 of 11 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. He was a -4. Monte Morris, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and a -8. Unfortunately, man, Will Barton, he looked like he might have hurt his ankle at some point. Hopefully he's healthy because the Nuggets tonight were missing Gary Harris, PJ Dozier, JaMychal Green, and Paul Millsap. 2 starters and 2 key rotation players. Really, your 4 best defenders maybe on the team. Zeke Naji played well tonight on defense, but are those the 4 the best defenders on the team? Might be. Y'all, and RJ Hampton was a healthy scratch tonight. I'm not really sure why. Maybe just because, I don't know. Let me not speculate. I don't know. Facu Campazzo, man, he played some really good defense tonight, y'all. Let's give it up. Argentina, my Argentinians, give it up for your boy Facu Campazzo, man. He had a strip steal against Anthony Simmons? Anthony Simmons at half court, just ripped his pocket. He's playing good D on Damian Lillard tonight. Facu Campazzo, 27 minutes, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and he was only 1 of 5 for the field, 1 of 4 for the 3-point line, and he was a +4 tonight. +4. I like the thing about Facu Campazzo, if he can stay in front of the defender, if he doesn't get caught side by side or behind the defender, Facu can play because he's aggressive, he's tenacious, and he's quick, and he's brilliant. So Facu uses all of these things to his advantage, and he can actually cut off ball handlers really well. Honestly, man, he's a perfect kind of player you want to play against. Well, if you had to have a shorter player, I'll say that. If he has a little bit more strength and a little bit more quickness even than Monte Morris on defense. So Facu actually can body up into somebody like Damian Lillard in ways that a lot of other people can't. Facu, again, used to playing over in Europe, the Spanish leagues. He's used to playing international basketball, so his defense is just a different kind of defense. And then on top of that, the way he moves, how aggressive he is. You know, he draws fouls every so often, man. But Facu, there's just some plays he can make, and he can just look really good. So Facu played really well tonight. Hey, man, I said it on my Twitter tonight, but I'm not a huge fan of Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm not really in on him in the playoffs. I've really cooled on him. But tonight, he played well, y'all. He got 10 minutes. He had 4 points and 3 rebounds and was a +5. And he's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So in a game that the Nuggets won by 5, Hartenstein was a +5. So that means that Hartenstein played well. Hartenstein wasn't enough of a distraction to cause the Nuggets to lose the game. You can't complain about that. So tonight, again, it wasn't like he shot well. Tonight, the Nuggets shot 43% from the field, 39% from the 3-point line, which is good, and 94% from the free throw line, which is excellent, and they were 17 of 18. And they only had 1 turnover tonight. Wow. The Trailblazers only had 9 turnovers. Nuggets only have 1 turnover. Nuggets had 25 assists. They had 40 rebounds and 10 offensive rebounds, 3 blocks, 8 steals. The Portland Trailblazers had 0 steals tonight. Only 10 personal fouls. And Jokic got a technical today. Jokic got bumped. Should have been an and 1 on a fadeaway against Enes Kanter. And he sprinted down the court, ran after the referee, got a technical. And I think, got a little bit of grace because Jokic, I know Jokic's mode. We know his modes. Jokic, he'll get mad. Sometimes he'll say something, he'll fuss. But Jokic, when he's really perturbed, Jokic will run up. He'll run to the referee, run up on the referee, jaw at the referee, and even keep going after the first technical, like aggressive. I've seen him get kicked out of games doing that. So thankfully tonight he did not get kicked out of games because I can't say that they would have won without Nikola Jokic tonight. So he played really well, man. One of the things that we're noticing, man, is I want to say Jokic before this game, the Nuggets might be 3-7, 3-6 when in games that Jokic has scored over 30 points this year, which is the worst in the league, basically. Not from a percentage standpoint, but no team has that many losses when a player has 30 points, like a main player. So you can understand that because that means the ball's not moving. Again, Jokic tonight had 32 shots. He had 28 shots by the time the third quarter was over, I believe. So, again, that means the ball isn't moving a whole lot. But that's okay because when he's efficient like this and he's killing you, it works. So if your 2 best players can put up 24, 5, and 8 and then 41, 5, and 5, that's going to do it. And they both played 38 minutes tonight. Monte Morris played 33 minutes. Will Barton, 31 minutes. And Michael Porter Jr., the Michael Porter Jr. And, there's a correlation with this, y'all. Michael Porter Jr. played 40 minutes tonight. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us? That means that Michael Malone was trusting Michael Porter Jr. tonight. Michael Porter Jr. was a key asset on the team tonight. Michael Porter Jr. didn't jack up a bunch of shots. But here's the thing. I'd rather that Michael Porter Jr. continues to learn how to play the game the right way than to try to score 25 points a night, because Michael, I think, is really trying to learn how to integrate himself in the team in a way that's healthy. I think Porter is shooting, man, the graphic, he's shooting like the last 7 games or so, man, like 40% from the field and like 26% from the three-point line, which is outrageous because we know Porter is a 43% three-point shooter. But for him to really making conscientious efforts to play defense, to rebound, to do the little things right. See, this is the thing people I think sleep on about Porter. Jamal Murray went through the same thing. Because again, Jamal Murray, by his third year, he was averaging 18.5 points a game. And then fourth year, 18.5 points a game, basically. But Jamal had to grow into that position. Like, Mike Malone took him out on defense often, all the way even through, through the third year. So when they went to the playoffs that year against Portland and against the Spurs in 2018-2019 season, there would be times where not only was Jamal getting victimized by Rodney Hood, but also, and Jamal played much better defense on Rodney Hood tonight. But even after that, he would get taken out because you just couldn't trust him in those situations. Now, Jamal still has lapses. He'll still be out of position. He'll give up a cutback, get over the open 3-pointer off or something like that. But Jamal's gotten so much more aggressive and intelligent on defense. So now, he's a good defender. He's an average defender in many ways. I mean, the box plus minus, I don't think he's going to be an average defender. I think he's a negative, but he's not killing your team. Not like he used to. And so I think it's the same thing with MPJ. MPJ is just learning how not to kill his team. MPJ is just learning how to play basketball the right way. So if MPJ can play good defense, meaning give good effort on defense every possession, get your rebounds, and then not just hit your open shots, but when the game comes to you, just learning how to take advantage of the moment, learning how to take advantage of each opportunity, learning how to take advantage of each possession, that's going to help him become not just the player we all know he can be, but also really, honestly, really what it is, a guy that Mike Malone can trust when it matters, a guy that Mike Malone can play 40 minutes like he did tonight because he has a double-double. Jokic, 3 of the last 4 games, I don't think he's had a double-double. He had one last game, but I don't know if he's had one the 2 games before that as well. So, again, it was a good game. They won. The Nuggets are now sitting at 17-14. It's not pretty. That's not what we wanted. That's not what we thought we would have. But again, y'all, right now you got to take it for what it is. They're a game behind the Trailblazers now. So the Trailblazers are in the 6th seed. The Spurs are in the 5th seed. So really, y'all, feasible. Listen to this. Nuggets are 17-14. They're 8 games back from number 1 spot. The Trailblazers are the 6th seed. They're 7 games back. And Nuggets are 1 game back from Trailblazers. The Nuggets are 1 game back from the Spurs. There's a feasible chance, y'all, if they go on a run, if the Nuggets the last 6 games can 5-1, 4-2, preferably 5-1, preferably 6-0, but preferably 5-1. There's a chance they could, by the All-Star break, be the 5th seed. And that's a difference, man. That makes a huge difference. There's a chance that they could legitimately be the 5th seed. They're only a game behind, y'all. Now, again, they lost again to the Spurs, so the Spurs would have to lose one and the Nuggets would win. They'd be tied, then the Nuggets would have to keep winning. The Trailblazers, they just beat them. So if the Trailblazers lose again, which they're on a funk right now, the Nuggets win. Hey, man, that might be something, y'all. So this is a good opportunity for the Nuggets, man. This is the time to take advantage of it. And so hopefully as a team, they can get the momentum back. Again, just to give you a preview of the schedule, the next game the Nuggets play is against Washington on Wednesday. The Washington Bullets. I'm just playing the Washington Wizards, who are 11-18, but they've won the last 5 in a row. Man, 5 in a row, maybe with the Clippers, Golden State, Lakers, Nuggets, and somebody else. So, and they're only 11-18, so they're not good. They're not good at all, but they should win that game. The Nuggets should win. And then they go to OKC. The Nuggets can win that game. Then they go to the Bulls. The Nuggets can win that game. Then they go to Milwaukee. And again, they've had the success against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's only 19-13, man. So, and then they play the Indiana Pacers, who are 15-14. So there's a really good opportunity to be 4-2, to be 5-1, to be 6-0 if you're hot. And I would like that. The Nuggets, they just need to come out with energy from the start and the third quarters as well. So, again, Nikola Jokic, 41, 5 and 5. Jamal Murray, 24, 5 and 8 tonight. So, good game from your two stars. Michael Porter Jr., 12 and 10. Good team defense. Facu Campazzo was hounding the ball. Again, Damian Lillard tonight. Damian Lillard he had 25 points on 21 shots. He only made 9 shots, and he was 4 of 11 from the three-point line, so below its good efficiency. 25, 7, and 13 assists, and a minus 15 tonight. He was a team worst, minus 15. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. We will be back on Thursday, as the Denver Nuggets are getting ready to play against the Washington Wizards. We will see you soon. SwipaCam, we out.